this is Sarah and this is your weekly angel card reading. This week's for week commencing 21st of April 2014, and I'm going to use my good old favourite messages from the angels deck this week. So I'll just move that out of the way. So while I remember, at the moment I am just doing a few little bits and bops on my website, so it's looking a bit wonky at the moment if you're going on it over the next few days, because I'm just sort of changing it so it looks more like my other websites. So that's my kind of project over the Easter period. So I hope everyone's had a great Easter and it's kind of over today. It's back to it tomorrow, but I feel on a personal level the energy's kind of been madly shifting at the moment, and where I was absolutely drained last week, I'm still getting that, but it's kind of shifting between that and then being like completely and utterly sort of focused and just full of ideas and basically the other end of the spectrum. So kind of going from one end to the other at the moment. I don't know about you, let me know. So I'm going to pick 3 cards, so Monday and Tuesday. I think they might just about fit in. You might have to do a bit of shuffling up here. So Wednesday and Thursday. Yeah, we're going to have a bit of shuffling here, because I've put my lovely little aroma stone in the way there. In fact, I'll take that off and we can move that up. I think this is a little bit more room, right? Tiny bit more, yeah, we've got enough room there. Okay, so Wednesday, Thursday, and then we're looking for card for weekend, and I want that one for some reason. Awesome. Right, so this week, remember we've got planetary alignment wise, we've got a cardinal cross coming up in about a day, I think. Yes, so Monday, Tuesday, Isaiah. It's a good time to give birth to new ideas and situations in your life. I am watching over you, guiding you and protecting you during these changes. So a lot of things I've been reading at the moment to do with this sort of these energies at the moment after your lunar eclipse, and you've got your cardinal cross coming in. There is a lot of talk at the moment about, well, as being Easter as well, rebirth or birth in itself, not necessarily of a baby, but of new ideas and new situations. So this is the perfect sort of follow-on card from Easter, with this sort of theme of rebirth and new ideas coming. So if you're like me, you might be kind of swinging at the moment between feeling quite drained and also feeling like really focused some days, and because you can feel that there's sort of something coming, even though you might not be quite sure what it is at the moment. You feel like there's something ready to pop, as it will. So again, using this pregnancy analogy, we're kind of in the labour stages at the moment, you know, so it's starting to come where you can't at this point say turn back and change your mind and pull out, you know. It's too late now. These things are happening. So depending on what the situations are, they may be really positive things that we've been really wanting to manifest and wait for. There may be things that are a bit more unexpected for us, that take us by surprise and we're not quite prepared for, and that's not quite how we had them planned in our head. But either way, we've just got to get in this energy of flowing with it again, as we've been helpfully reminded the last few weeks, because it helps these changes to occur easier and quicker if we've been spending the last few weeks getting into this. If you're feeling fear at any point about changes, then you can call on Archangel Michael and he'll come and remove. You can give any fear to him, and he'll give you courage if you feel that you need it. Otherwise, this is a great time for new things birthing into being, so I hope that we shall see some lovely things happening this week. Now, interesting. Okay, so the card for the middle of the week is Rosetta. And this card says you have a gift for working with young people and your divine purpose involves helping, teaching or parenting children. Now, immediately for me, on a personal level, I can see where these cards are going. So there's a definite link here. I think for me, and possibly some of you out there as well, there is a link here with children and birth and the whole concept of pregnancy. Whether it's, sort of you've moved to a new phase in your life now where you're ready to have children in your life, and we're talking about conception, or you might be further on in your stages of pregnancy and you are literally about to give birth, and this card reminds you that helping or parenting or even teaching, you don't have to be having your own children, is part of your divine life purpose. So, interesting story on this, but on a personal level, is that we're going to the fertility clinic on Tuesday, so we should find out whether after many years we can finally start going through the process to have our first child. So that might be something on a personal level for me working that way. But for other guys, it could be linking into this energy of new life, new creations, and being, I feel like it's sort of being gentle with yourself at this time as well. We talked about flowing with it, whether it's good or unexpected, but either way, I think it's important to be gentle with yourself at the moment. So it's going to be drawn to this sort of soft pink energy here. It's very sort of comforting and nurturing. So be sure to sort of nurture yourself and plenty of self-care while these crazy energies are going on. And if you're flinging one way and the other energy-wise, just keep being good to yourself. Let's have a look at the last card. Okay, so Aurora is the last card. And the message on the card says, you are flying high right now, which may threaten others, but don't descend because others will soon become inspired by your example. So if you're in this position where, with these energies this week, things are suddenly going, we're in gear now. Sometimes we've sort of struggled around for months and months trying to find the right gear, and it's gone in gear now, and off we go. And it's great. And as soon as that happens, there will always be people around who haven't found that gear yet and are like, why are you driving off right now? You can't drive off, you've got to wait for me. There will always be people like that. So that can sort of pee on your parade if you want, and you may people feel things like guilt and this sense of kind of holding yourself back in various ways just to sort of keep the peace, and maybe you don't want to come across as richer than anyone else or more successful than anyone else, or like you're doing better in your own way because that makes you feel guilty. But this card reminds us that, you don't listen to those negative thoughts in your head, and don't listen to people who are trying to sort of hold you back because they need your help. They need you to do this more than they know. Because the more you fly high, you're leading by example. So that will help them to find their right gear and help them to drive along with you, and they'll soon catch up. So keep going with that. So have a great week, and I look forward to seeing some positive results for us all this week. So see you next time for next week's angel card reading.